Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Revlon Candid line. I have the foundation, the concealer, and the powder as well. Before we get started into the video though, if you're not yet a part of our T-Squad family, don't forget to subscribe down below. Don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so YouTube alerts you when I upload a video, which is 3 times a week, every single week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So don't miss out. Also follow me on Snapchat and on Instagram because when I'm not here, I'm most likely over there. I spend like 98% of the time on Snapchat and on Instagram, so go follow me there. Hey guys, if you want to know my thoughts on the brand new line, do you want to know if it's worth it or not? Do you want to know the tea? Then let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I already went ahead and moisturized, and for moisturized, I went ahead and used the Martini Prep by Lara Sanchez. I have a review in English and in Spanish already up on my channel in case you want to check it out. We're just going to start off with foundation. So this is the foundation here. I'm going to read a little bit about what it's supposed to do. So this is the Photo Ready Candid Foundation. If you guys did not know, my favorite primer for pores is also from the Photo Ready line. This is the Photo Ready pore reducing primer. The pink one in the pink bottle is hands down the best primer out there from the drugstore, high-end, whatever. It beats any primer out there. It's amazing for pores. I am not using it today though, so we won't alter the foundation or anything like that. I have mine in the shade 220, and this is supposed to be the natural finish anti-pollution foundation. This does retail for $10.99. Depending on where you buy it, you can get it for cheaper. So it says that the Photo Ready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation is a skincare inspired foundation. That term kind of reminds me more of like a CC cream or like the IT Cosmetics CC cream. It also says it is blendable, ultra buildable, and infused with antioxidants, anti-pollution, and anti-blue light ingredients. Ooh. It says what's in, and then it says it's anti-pollution, antioxidants, anti-blue light ingredients, and then what's out: oils, parabens, synthetic dyes, and fragrances. So if you're like sensitive to fragrance or anything, this one might not have a scent. And it says the benefits for this foundation: it's a creamy texture that goes on like a moisturizer, then blends invisibly to even out the skin tone weightlessly. It comes in 31 skin tone matching shades. It has a pump, and it's also medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. And it just says that it keeps your skin feeling moisturized all day. All right, baby girl, let's do it. So I love it. I love what it says. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my finger and then kind of like dot it all over my skin. Only comes with 0.75 fluid ounces, which normally we get 1 fluid ounce, so it does come with a little bit of product, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just taking my AOA Studio blending sponge, and let's go ahead and blend this out. Off the bat, it feels very, very lightweight, and it is covering up my redness really nicely. So I wouldn't say it's like a CC cream, where usually CC creams or BB creams have very, very light coverage. This one has, I want to say, light medium. It doesn't have a smell either, so that's a good thing because I do have sensitive skin. Oh, if you're new here, by the way, I do have rosacea, as you saw previously. I have rosacea all right here. I have huge, large, and intense pores. They're just large around my nose and my cheek area. And then I do have combination skin. The rest of my skin is more dry to normal, let's say. I want to say dry right now. And then on my T-zone, I do get oily throughout the day. Before we move on, this is the foundation. Take a look at it. It looks pretty natural. It did cover up my redness, but I wouldn't say it covered it like 100%. I know on camera you guys are not able to see, but you can definitely still see my freckles. I do have a lot of freckles around my eye area. I don't know why. And then the redness right here in the large pores, which my pores are very visible right now, so hopefully the powder helps. Now we're gonna move on to the concealer. The concealer is also pretty small. I love the fact that they both look very similar. So the concealer I got in the shade 0.20. Okay, so Ooh, it has a giant doe foot applicator. It kind of looks like a paddle and then it curves down. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply some underneath the eye area. It does feel thicker. So same, I'm gonna go in with the sponge and let's go ahead and blend this out. So I feel like it brightened just a tad bit. It's not as far from the foundation shade, but I feel like it did brighten a tad bit. Concealer is blended out. I look like a ghost right now, but we're gonna fix that in a minute. So yeah, I definitely will say that these products are a bit more natural. I'm not a natural girl. I like dramatic, I like full coverage, but I like the concealer. I really, really do like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do some cream contour and then I'm gonna come back so we can talk about the powder. So the powder I did get in the shade 001. So they only have one shade of the powder. This is the setting powder from the same line. This one has a 4-star rating on the Ulta website. It just says that the benefits are it's lightweight, it has an airbrushed finish for a blurring effect. It says it comes in 2 universal shades, non-whitening, non-chalky. So that's what we know about the powder. Now let's go ahead and put it to the test. So let's take some on the beauty sponge. Okay, it almost feels like I'm applying nothing. I also don't see the powder like changing the color of the foundation or anything like that. So it's definitely a super lightweight powder. Usually I get powders that say lightweight, but they're not as lightweight as this one. So this one is definitely super finely milled. I'm just going to put some around my nose area, which is where I would bake. All right guys, so we have the powder on. I'm gonna go ahead and dust this away. You see my forehead. I like how my forehead looks. It doesn't look drying at all. So even though the powder is really lightweight, looking at my face up close, you can definitely tell that I'm wearing powder, which is not something that I don't like. Because usually, even if I use like a more heavy duty powder or like a much more thicker powder, if that makes sense, it usually doesn't give me the appearance that I'm wearing a lot of powder on my skin. And then the powderiness, I feel like I can fix it with some setting spray. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face makeup off camera, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts. I'll let you guys know what products worked out for me, what didn't, do I recommend it, do I not recommend it, and all of that good stuff. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so I went ahead and finished the rest of my face makeup. If my lipstick looks a little bit crazy, I'm so sorry you guys. I've never tried a red liquid lipstick that was gonna like bleed everywhere. Like, it's bomb, the formula is bomb, like it doesn't transfer, it's not going anywhere. But as I was cleaning my edges, look at my sponge, like it is all bleeded out. Anyways, so the foundation is definitely something that I like for a more natural wear. Say I want to wear foundation, but I don't really want like a full beat, I would probably go towards something like this. Now, my downside to this is that there's very little product, which sucks. Let's be real, it sucks. Because sometimes when a foundation is this good, you obviously want a little bit more than 0.75, like at least a fluid ounce, you know what I mean? As far as the finish, I feel like if you're oily skin, you definitely need to set this with a powder, because if not, you're going to be an oily mess by the end of the day. But if you want something super quick and on the go, I feel like this is perfect. So a huge shout out to this one. Moving on to the concealer. The concealer is, I like the concealer, but I feel like it's not a necessity. I feel like just with the foundation, you'd be good to go. So I feel like the concealer is just not for me. And the reason being is because I don't hate it at all, but if I'm going to wear a concealer, I want something full coverage, just something that's gonna give me more, if that makes sense. This left me wanting more. You know what I mean? I want to say that my least favorite thing is the powder. I don't like the fact that I can't lift the sifter so I can get more powder out of the packaging. Like, I don't know, I feel like I made a mess and I didn't really get any powder on the cap. As far as the finish of the powder, it's a powder that just dissolves into the skin, if that makes any sense. Like, it basically just sets the makeup, that is it. So it doesn't really mattify the skin. I didn't really see much blurring happening. Like, once I started to blend it out and stuff, you can definitely still see my pore area. Again, I didn't really use a pore minimizing primer. At first I thought it was like blurring my pores, but it kind of accentuated my pores really bad. I don't know if it's the powder, I don't know what it is, but yeah, so definitely this is something that I feel like I would pass unless you want to set your makeup but you don't want something that feels heavy on the skin. Although keep in mind that even though it's a very fine loose powder, I did feel it look cakey. Like, it did look cakey. It did look like I had powder. Other than that, guys, that was my review on the whole Candid line. I wasn't sure if they had like a primer. I didn't really see anything else on the website, but huge shout out to this. It's cool. It's not the best, you know what I mean? As always, guys, if you guys like my reviews, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Also, if you're not yet a part of our T Squad family and you would like to join, don't forget to subscribe down below. Hey guys, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, because when I'm not here, I'm most likely over there. I'm also gonna leave on the screen a couple videos so you guys can check them out. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video very soon. Bye, guys.